I guess I need to put my picture on the stage. I do not ever go live this early in the morning. Hey, Courtney. And Courtney, I'm glad you was able to pop in because you really inspired me today. I am off. I was planning on going live this evening, but the conversation we were having this morning, I was thinking, why do we have to stop? Because Courtney got a meeting. We need to keep talking. So thank you, Courtney, for coming. But I was thinking about what can I do right now besides clean up and all of that. And I was like, I want to go live because I felt so inspired by the conversation. Hello, Coach CP. I'm glad you were able to come. Welcome to my channel. And I remember you from Queen Sheba's chat, and you were saying some things that I really resonated with. So I'm really, really happy to see you here. Um, I think when you talked about you were talking about girl, you know I'm old, so my mind got to get together. It ain't even turned on yet because when I'm at usually I'm working now, so my mind be on other stuff. But um, you were talking about darn, why I can't think of her name? Remy Ma. My niece named Remy. Why I can't think of her name? Okay, Remy Ma's son. But you were talking about it really kind of went into that conversation again about motherless children, really, because you know the conversation this week has been about motherless daughters, but motherless children. And then you talked about your mother, and you were saying that she has her own trauma that she has to work out. And it made me think about the conversation that we had when we talked about our own fathers. Hi, TBD. What is it? I'm sorry. TDB. Sorry. Hi, welcome. You were talking, I was thinking about that, what you said about even boys can be motherless. And I don't know, it just hit me. I need to go live because this is a subject that resonates with me personally. Because I, if you know my story, I tell it, but I've told bits and pieces of it at a time. But I was a motherless daughter, but also I was a fatherless daughter. And my desire was to be a daddy's girl as I became an adult. And actually, I'm finishing up my book, so it'll be out soon, about dreaming of a daddy's girl because I really wanted to be one. Never was able to achieve it, but that was my dream. And I was thinking about, and when I was telling in your chat, Courtney, about how being the oldest of six, a lot of times I don't really talk about it. And a lot of people see me as a strong person, and that's who I want to be and who I put myself out there to be. But it's a lot of trauma inside of here because of that experience of growing up. And another thing you said, just put it like this, Courtney, you triggered me this morning. I was going to talk about PTSD tonight, but I need to do it today, this morning. Another thing you said, you were talking about how, as an adult, when you're trying to get those conversations out to your parent to let them know how it affected you in life. Hello, Pat Don 63. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you caught alive. Thank you for coming in. Um, I'm talking about the conversation we just had at Kicking It with Courtney's live. So if you haven't subscribed to her, please do, please do. But you were talking about also, Courtney. Oh, I wish you wasn't at work so I could pull you up. But you were saying how having those conversations with your mother and how difficult it is to get those things out that you want to say of the pain you've been through. And I promise you, I fight with that every single day. And I am so emotional and I am so sorry, but it triggered me this morning. That's why I said, you know what? I need to go live. I need to talk to my people. So TDB, look, I'm gonna tell your name up because I want to say it backwards for some reason. She said I was never a daddy's girl, even though I was the only girl and the youngest of three. Oh my goodness, that is so hard. But I'm the oldest, so I didn't get it from either side. And unfortunately, my father has passed away at 2019. So that dream is just a dream. It's still just a dream. But with my mom, like I really, really love my mom. right? Like, really love my mom more than she would ever even understand. Because when I grew up, I was saying I'm the oldest of six. I took care of all my brothers and sisters. I helped her till I couldn't. I didn't have a childhood. Like, I didn't have the toys. My toys was my brothers and sisters. I played house with my brothers and sisters, and of course, I was always the mama. Every game that you play with kids, the school game, I was always the teacher. Everything, I was always the boss. I was always running stuff. But at 51, I fight with running sometimes my own life because I didn't get those skills on how to build myself up. I got the skills on how to build up other people, but I didn't have the skills to build up myself. So when I was listening to your live, I'm so sorry. I don't even know if I'm gonna put this up where everybody can see it, but whoever sees here. Um, I was thinking about, man, I built up a lot of people over my years of life. And now at this point in my life, I'm still doing that. But now I need to build me up too. And I have so many dreams, so many things. I'm very creative. My mind goes a mile a minute. Y'all don't know. I wake up in the middle of the night writing stuff down because I have so much in my brain that I've been wanting to get out, but I really didn't feel like I could because nobody was there to really encourage me to do that. Like, I love the stories to hear, like, even when they didn't have it at home, somebody else came and lifted them up so that they were still able to progress and move forward. And to be honest, I really never had that. Like, I learned at a young age, basically the saying goes, fake it till you make it. That's what I did. I faked my whole life because I did not want people to see the vulnerable side of me. I didn't want people to see that I was really struggling on the inside. I didn't want people to feel sorry for me. And because my mom was so strong and hard and she pushed me, now I know she pushed me to be what she needed. It really wasn't about what I needed, it was just about what she needed and what her children needed. And then in the process of that, I was on my own. So that was another thing that you brought up too, Courtney, about raising yourself, basically trying to teach yourself how to be a woman. So I've struggled with that so much. But you know what? I'm proud of myself because I'm still here. Just as just to tell a little bit about my story, when I was 15, I tried to unalive myself because the pressure was so hard, trying to be everything to everybody, but nobody could really see me. I was struggling in my household. I was a child of trauma from my stepfather from 7 to 13. My mom, I thought she walked on water. If you would have told me as a little girl that my mama wasn't the baddest chick ever, I would have spoke you out, told you about yourself, whatever, because I believed everything that my mama put out. You know what I'm saying? And I tried to be the best child I could for her, but it was never enough. And it's still not enough. Like, to this day, it's still not enough. And trying to talk to her, have these conversations with her, it's just not enough. So when I got on YouTube, at first I was afraid, I was running from it, but it kept coming back. I did my class with the Silva 2 years ago. And she kept saying, "Come on, where are you?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'm coming, I'm coming." Then I get off YouTube for a little while because it was too much going on. Then I come back and I kept saying, "I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it." Because since I was young, I wanted to inspire people not to give up on themselves. Like, for me, I could have gave up. Like, really, I could have gave up. I was not that child that people looked at as succeeding, like, for real. Like, my family to this day, nobody knows about my YouTube channel except my sister-in-law and my brother, my brother that's married to my sister-in-law, and then my husband, my child. As far as my family is concerned, nobody knows about it. I struggle with putting out the content that's really in my heart because I used to worry about how it would affect everybody else. Now I don't care. Now I don't care because I have seen that I've been holding myself back. For real, holding myself back. Like seriously running from opportunities, um, trying to figure out, should I do this or should I do that? Who would care? Who would not care? It's just so much go on in your brain till it paralyzes you. And then on top of that, I have PTSD, and that's what I was going to talk about tonight because we still in June and it's PTSD month. I did a few videos on PTSD, but I had another one that I wanted to do, and I'm still going to do that conversation too because it's about my job and how PTSD has shown up in my job in a way that I didn't even know that it would happen that way. So I'm really happy to talk about this today. This right here is just free flowing because I was triggered, not in a bad way, Courtney. I love you to death, but just in a way to really make me open up my heart and my mind and be honest with myself and with my people because I moved to another state 6 years ago. I felt like in my hometown, I could never be the person I wanted to be because that's where all my people are, as far as my family members. And I always sucked back into that role of being there for everybody else, taking up on everybody's problems. And my mom, I'm a dumping ground for her. When she had problems and stuff, she called me, she dumped on me. I promise you. Because I used to say, maybe I'm not seeing things clearly, whatever. No, it's clear. When I try to talk to her, it's like, oh, girl, I got to go. Okay, well, I'll talk to you later. Da, 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 da. So I don't have that mother to talk to. So it was just really, this week has been an eye opening week for me to really see who I am as a person and not view myself the way other people view me. Because I was telling this to my husband one day, and it's so weird because we're going on our 25th year of marriage. And of course, like every marriage, we have our ups and downs. He get on my nerves, I get on his. But the one thing that has been consistent with him and me through all of my stuff, he always encourages me to do stuff. He's like, I thought you was gonna do your YouTube channel. You going? He told me today. He said, you going live today? I was like, I want to go live this evening, but I wasn't really thinking about it like that. But that lets me know that he cares about what I want to do, and that encourages me. And then getting on this platform is freedom. It's like it's giving me my power back to discuss what I want to discuss, even if nobody likes it, even if nobody sees my videos. I can get this stuff out of my head. I can get it out of my head. So I mean, I know I'm emotional and everything, and I may be all over the place, but this is just a transparent moment for me because I was appreciating so much of the conversation we just had and really thinking about what was being said, even in the chat, how we as women, a lot of times, we don't have a lot of people to go to and talk to be real with because this world is really judgmental. And even if you are your authentic self, there's always someone judging you or making you feel as if you're not good enough or you are crazy for how you feel or whatever the case may be. Hello, Soul Star Music Lover. Look, I was inspired by a conversation a little bit ago, so I just jumped on. Thank you for coming. It's just, a full circle moment for me. I really never knew my power. And it's so crazy because a lot of people in my lifetime, different people have come to me and said things like, who are you? And I'm like, I'm just me. I'm just me. Oh, the imposter. Okay, I gotta tell y'all this. The imposter is my husband. So anyway, I wasn't gonna never tell nobody, but I gotta say it today because what he said right now. But anyway, um, I really never thought about, hey, Linda Gamble, thank you for coming. I never really thought about who I really was. But over time in my life, in different jobs, people who don't even know me, I went to a writers' conference one time. I promise y'all, I did not know a soul. I just drove, went by myself. And all of a sudden, before I knew it, I had all these little, and I was the only person of color, woman of color. It was a few black guys there, but I was the only woman of color. So I'm sitting there, like, just really trying to soak in and learn how to write and all of that. Before I knew it, I was talking to people. We were eating lunch together. And so I love that about me, that I am that kind of person. I can get along with anybody. I'm not judgmental, in that way of you have to be a certain way to hang with me. I don't care. I have all kinds of friends, short, tall, skinny, white, black, Hispanic. I mean, I'm all over the globe because to me, that's what makes the world special, that you can be whoever you are. And I've always felt judged. So because I've always felt that way, I have made it my mission not to judge others. Oh, welcome, Purple Queen, Eric Freshcorn from Ohio. Hello. Um, girl with the T. What's the T? I'm sorry, y'all. I done took my glasses off. Can't hardly see the chat. Sorry. But thank y'all for coming. And please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I'm just having a transparent moment from the wonderful conversation we was having this morning. And it just made me full. And I wanted to express myself. So all of you all coming in, I hope that you understand. And I hope you can take something from it, even that is not, if it's not you per se, but you may know somebody. And that's why I named my channel Love Seen Heard, because we all need to be loved, seen, and heard. And sometimes we block that within ourselves because we're so busy trying to put up the front of, I don't need nobody, I'm good. Especially for us black women, we learn to be strong as young girls. We have to take everything on our shoulders and carry it, no matter if it's 500 pounds, we still gonna carry it on our back. And then we want to look the part, we're gonna do this. And I saw a post of this girl, and I have to go on my Instagram this morning, and it was so real when she talked about, I'm tired of doing hair. I'm tired of doing this. I gotta get up. I gotta clean up. I gotta buy the food. I gotta cook the food. I gotta buy the clothes, wash the clothes, fold the clothes, put them up. I gotta stock this, do that. She was naming all of this stuff, and I was like, that is so true. We do that every day as women, and a lot of times we don't give ourselves the break that we need to really look at ourselves as who we really are. We're really hard on ourselves a lot of times. Sometimes we judge ourselves really being unreasonable because we're looking at what the standard is saying we should be instead of what we could be. Eric Freshcorn, welcome. This channel is about loving yourself, being seen by others, and being heard. And so all of those things. So thank you for asking. But it's really dealing with mental health and wellness. And so welcome, and I hope you can get something out of it. Let me go up to the comments up here. Everybody's saying hello. Uh I don't know if I read this. TDB. It says people want to tell you who you are. Some of us need time and space to figure that out. Yes, yes. And if you don't have that upbringing where you have the parents who know how to guide you in the person, that's another thing Courtney was talking about this morning. Courtney, I'm telling you, fill me up. She was saying how, with your children, when they're different, you have to learn who they are. And then you guide them to who they are. Because a lot of times, as parents, you see your child one way and you want, or they're living out the dreams that you have for yourself, and you cannot do that to your children. And that's something I've never tried to do to my daughter. She's a wonderful artist. She draws very well. And so I try to help her to understand that gift that she has, because a lot of people don't have that gift. I can't make a stick person, just being honest. But she can draw these beautiful pictures. She paints and everything. So that makes her different from me. But we are a very creative household because in the same way she can paint, I like to write. I was a rapper when I was young. Like, it's so many facets to me. So when I think about that, and how wonderful that can be, we have to not allow people to shape us into what they think we should be. Coach CP said, "That's my hold up. I'm taking the Silver's class now. The internet beef has me rethinking, but I'm not interested in covering shows. I'll be there." Yeah, Coach CP, just from what you said in Queen Sheba chat the other day, had me going, start your channel, because I see that you have a lot to give. And even though I'm 51, I was that teenage girl that needed somebody, and nobody was paying me any attention. They didn't know that I had drama in the house every single day of the week. They didn't know that I felt less than, or that I was not being shown how to be a woman. So we need you. Come on out. TDB said, "Your light comes through when you're being a subscriber and when you're being a content creator." Thank you so much. Um, Everybody speaking. Let me see. Sorry, y'all. I done got to crying and everything. I'm so sorry. Um, Girl, what's the T said? I agree 100%. We are super women and hold ourselves to a higher standard. Yes, we do. Um, so yeah, I just felt like I really needed to get this out this morning. Like I said, I didn't have no agenda or anything. It was just the conversation triggered me to want to speak, and just tell my truth today. I'm off today. I could be doing a million and one things, but I did want to get this out because sometimes also we are in a habit of just going about life and not really taking the time to sit back and think about things and say, you know what? Who am I as a person, and who do I want to see myself as? um, what Coach CP was saying about the internet beef, believe me, it had me on standby. That's why I haven't done a lot of content, because even though I don't even cover that show, and I purposely did not cover the show because of last year what the internet beef was going through, and then here we are again this year. But for me, I said I want a space where people can come and feel comfortable, feel at peace. When we get off, we feel good, we feel energized and motivated to do other things, because that's what you give to me. So I really want to make sure that I have real topics for everyday life, but I don't want to be depressing either. So that's why I'm trying to get myself together. Because even though I'm being emotional and everything today, I really feel good about where I am today. You know, I feel good that I am not just standing by waiting on somebody to say, pull me out of the ashes. I'm not waiting for that anymore. I think that's what I was doing. I was hopeful that somebody say, "Hey, look at her. Look at Dee Dee Star. She's a great person. Let's pull her out and show her how great she is." Okay, that's fairy tale. That doesn't happen like that. But by me putting myself out here and really doing the things that I feel passionate about is how I see that I can become the person I want to be, as well as inspire others. Good morning, Rose Armstead. Um, so, not a lot of topics today. Just wanted to clear my mind and get that out. And I feel good. I'm not lying. I hope everybody else feels good today. It's just really, it's really something how this YouTube thing has helped me, really, in a big way, more than I ever thought it would. Because I never thought that this would be the way. I always thought it would be through my books, and I do have a lot of books right now that's still in the computer. Sad to say, because they're from my heart. And when you give your heart, you a lot of times you're afraid that it's gonna get stomped on or not well accepted or whatever. So this year I have decided to be who I am and give my heart. authentic as possible, take off the mask, not always feeling like I have to be the strong woman. Sometimes being able to say, you know what, I'm tired, I'm in pain, I need some help, I need some encouragement. And I want to encourage others to do the same because a lot of times that element of being loved, seen, heard is missing, like I said earlier, because of us. Sometimes we build up this wall in front of ourselves that make it hard for others to penetrate. And we want them now in our mind and hearts. We feel like, oh, I wish somebody could just come in, encourage me, help me with this, see this, whatever. Well, they can't do it if every time they see you and they say, "Hey, how you doing?" You say, "Oh, I'm okay, girl. What's going on with you?" And da 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 da. And you get all into their stuff. Then who can help you? And that's where I am now. I can't be helped if I don't allow an opening for someone to help me. If I'm constantly covering myself in a way and putting up this wall around myself, who can help me? Not even my husband. He can't even help me because it's times where I don't want him to know that I'm in a space. I want to be that wonderful wife and try to do everything I can for my household, but I'm hurting on the inside. So we have to be careful of that as women. And even though, and when I started off, I was talking about being filled up with the trauma and the different things I've been through in life, that cannot define me as a woman. It has enhanced me as a woman, to be honest. And I'm learning that. Hey, the network specialist, welcome, welcome. I'm learning that. I'm learning that the things I've been through in life, yes, it has hindered me because I allowed it to hinder me. Before, I didn't understand that those different things that I've been through in life really added to the character of the person I have become. Because I had to stand up for myself in so many different ways, that does make me stronger than some people who haven't experienced that. And so when we go through some difficulties in life as an adult, I don't break as easy because I went through so much. But then at the same time, the maturity that comes with being raised in a loving, supportive household, it helps your child to thrive in life. That everybody don't have to go through traumatic experiences to learn from the experience. I'll put it like that. And I talk to my daughter, like, I tell her that all the time. I can teach you because of what I've been through, so you don't have to walk that path, but you can understand how to navigate it when it's your turn. you know we all we're all just looking for our place in life and just want to be accepted as the strong person we are, or whoever we feel we are on the inside. Because each one of you all in my chat today have your own personal qualities that you may not even let other people know about. It may be hidden inside of you. I encourage you to let that out. That's what I'm doing 2024. I am revealing the qualities that I know I have on the inside, but I hold them back so that other people won't feel uncomfortable. And I just have to say this one thing. When I watched Queen Sheba last week, it really helped me to see what maturity looks like when you are in confrontation. And if you were on that live, you know what I'm talking about. But when she was confronted by someone, instead of her going back and forth, she allowed the person to state what they felt about her. And I'm not going to say whether it hurt her or not because I'm not her, so I can't speak on that. And I'm only speaking to this because that was a powerful moment to see and witness, because she really handled it in a classy way. And even now, she's still being classy. She's not making videos going back and forth because that was on her platform in front of all of her people. So she could have really been in her feelings and really came out fighting, but she didn't. So that really helped me to see how maturity looks. When you are confronted in difficult situations, it's wonderful when we having fun and we are, being able to express ourselves and be ourselves or whatever. But when it's difficult and you're going through those hard times, it's wonderful to see those examples like that. Because even for me, I'm not always the best person to handle confrontation. Not that I always go off on the deep end or whatever in front of people, but sometimes I stew on it and I don't know how to have the conversation as an adult to let it be known I didn't like what you said or you hurt me. And yes, thank you, um, the network specialist. Everybody, please hit the like button. Thank you. And kicking it with Courtney says, "Me too," because I'm not that mature. I'm telling you, Courtney, we're growing every day because that was a good example for us. Even like the clapback that Mel did, she really, she is classy with how she does it. She does have to deal with a lot when it comes to her adversaries, not just on the show, but even on the internet space. There's some people that just hate her, can't stand her, don't like her. And if you don't, that's your business. But why do you have to make a whole video saying it? It's just crazy to me. So, we as people, not just as women, but as people in general, have to get used to allowing people to be who they are, even if you don't agree, even if that's not who you prefer to be or the qualities you prefer to have. Sometimes give the space to allow people to grow into themselves so they're not hindered by the judgment of others and they can really be authentic. Because I'm telling you, for me, when you appreciate somebody for who they are, aside from other people, it helps you to grow. Because from each person on this chat, if I get to know you, I promise you, I'm going to grow because I'm going to take the best qualities of you and see how you navigate things. And so, Soul Star Music Lover said, I agree, Diddy Stars. Queen Sheba handled it well. Yeah, she did. Because I was waiting for the blow up. Like, I was like, I know she about to hand her up because she was all the way out of order. And and if she ever come back to my channel, whatever, no disrespect or whatever, but I have to speak on it in a way to say that's not the way you handle nothing. You don't go on somebody's platform. And it was so crazy, not to get so much off subject, but it was so crazy because the thing that she said that Queen Sheba told her to do, which was not go on somebody's platform and act a fool, she did it again. So it showed me that she didn't learn a thing. That's what was hurtful about the whole situation. She didn't learn nothing. You're mad, but with the exact thing she told you not to do, you did it to her. That's a slap in the face. And when she handled that in the way she did, I was like, okay, that's how you handle confrontation. Now, she might have been kicking and screaming and cussing in the background, but she didn't allow herself to go there in front of all her people, and I appreciated that. And yes, Courtney, she paused. So, like I said, I ain't have much to say today. So I'm lying, right? I got a lot to say on a regular basis. I just don't say it. I love to have fun. I love to talk. I love to make people's day. I love talking about the gossip and the mess too. But more and most important to me is to help people to journey through this life that they have because you only have one. And if I could tell you, I keep saying it, I'm 51. At 24, I couldn't have believed I would be 51. I got married at 20, but 25? Oh, Lord. 24. I don't even know. But anyway, it was 1999. I couldn't have believed that I would still be here at 51, feeling good about myself. I talked about I had some years of depression after having lost babies. I'll go into that one day too, because that was another reason why I made my YouTube channel. Because those people who go through loss like that, they're the most unseen people. And I say that because When you don't see the person's baby that they lost, nobody thinks about that. But I promise you, my baby will be let's see, this 2024, it was 2002, so she will be 22 in November. And I think about her every day. And I think about what she would have been. Doesn't take away from my daughter I have now, but it is something that's close to my heart. Because when I lost her, I lost a part of me too. Because when you're, and as women, we know when you're pregnant, you thinking about all the things you're going to do with your baby. You thinking about the life you're going to have as a mother, and you embrace that. And then when you don't have that chance, that feeling is there, but it's one of those things. It's like an empty hole that never gets filled up. It never gets filled up. Another child won't fill it up. Yes, you can have 5 6 more kids, but I promise you, and I know this for a fact, not just from my own experience, but I allowed this lady to read my book, because I talk about my loss in my book, in one of my books. And I allowed this lady to read my book. I was taking care of her husband. And when I tell you, she sent me a letter back. And I was scared to do it, but I just let her read it. And she promised me she would give it back to me and everything. I don't even know what that lady is now, because she was 80 then. This was before my daughter was born. So it was probably about 13, 14 years ago. When she sent it back to me, she said, I cannot believe that you brought up memories of me losing my child that I hadn't even told my own daughter. And her daughter was in her 40s. And she said, I never spoke on it because nobody ever understood it. She said, so that was a secret pain that I always held in my heart. She said, and when I was reading your story and reading what you were going through, I just cried because for the first time I was allowed to release that again. That made me feel good because I know there's no programs to deal with that situation. And I got content on that too. I just been waiting to put it out because I'll be all in my feelings again. But anyway, y'all my people, that's what we do. So it's just a lot. And I've been holding all this stuff in for years. One thing I can honestly say, Coach CP, get on your channel. No matter how many people come, get on your channel, because when you're able to say what you want to say and navigate your space the way you want to navigate it, it's powerful. It makes you feel empowered, and it makes you want to empower others. I didn't know Courtney from nowhere. Like, I saw her on the Silver Chat one day and she was shouting Courtney out. I got on her platform, and it was just something about her that resonated with me. Just like the network specialist, I didn't know her. I just got on her platform. This is how we grow. This is how we grow. Like, people bring certain things out of you. And I was like, oh, they might think I'm crazy because I just popped up out of nowhere. But I was looking for more peaceful spaces to navigate in YouTube. Like, my husband thinks I'm crazy because I watch YouTube more than I watch TV, but it's because I love being creative. I love creative people. I love to hear the different perspectives of people. To me, conversation is wealth to me. Conversation, you can learn so many things. You can gain so many things if you just listen. If you pay attention to other people, you get so much. Like, you can gain so much. It may not be your story, but you may have someone else going through that, and you're able to help them through it because you heard a content creator speak on it. Or, you learn different varieties of topics. Not, I mean, we love the gossip and the mess, but when I look at YouTube and I see all the varieties of topics and the different videos you can look at, YouTube University is the bomb. I've learned so much from YouTube University, things I wish I could do or things I think I'm gonna try. Just a side note, just a little comedy. One year, I was so focused on making me a fire pit because I saw this person make a fire pit with concrete and a bucket. And I had my mind said that I'm going to do it. I haven't done it yet. And my husband probably thankful. But that's just how it makes you feel to me as a creative person when I look at different videos and I see the content that people put out. And a lot of times just being themselves and they're all over the world and in different spaces, it helps you to learn and grow. So if you take anything away, I just hope that you can take away. Now we just need to grow. We need to grow as people. Stop being so stuck in what we know because what we know is not always the best. Sometimes it hinders us from being great. Just staying stagnant in a space. I've been stagnant for years. I'm just going to be honest because when you are wanting to be great, but scared to be great, it's a bad space to be in because you kick yourself. I'm going to give you another example. This is from me. Y'all know those handheld blenders that's popular now? They like $50. One year, I was going to do a Shopify, and this was before I ever even seen anybody had them. I saw where you can buy them wholesale for like $5 a piece. And I was like, I want to do that. But how could I market that? I don't even know how I would market that, but that's a good idea. I'm kicking myself now because people are making bank off of those handheld blenders and they like anywhere from $5 to $10, but people selling them on up to $60. Handheld where you can make your smoothie, take off the top, and drink it out the cup. Not like the bullets, but those other ones that's small that you can carry in your purse. I'm so mad. I could have did that years ago. But because I was stuck, and instead of looking forward to what it could be and going with my gut, that fear took hold of me. And I said, you know what? I can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do that. Why? Who going to buy that from me? How am I going to market that? What am I going to tell them about this? What I went through so much of that that now it's years later and it's a hot item on the market. I'm saying that to say don't hold yourself back. If you got ideas, you got dreams, you got things that you really want to do for yourself, don't hold yourself back. Do it. All you can do is say, well, I tried that, it didn't work. That's all. It's not going to hurt you, to try it. When I tell you I took so many courses on starting a business, and then I realized they don't always tell you everything in the course. So stuff you still got to find out for yourself. But I still feel good because I have that knowledge that I gained from those courses, and those different courses have helped me to do the things I'm trying to do now, even though it's on many different topics because I'm just whatever I'm interested in at the time, that's what I do. But it has helped me to really develop myself now so that now I'm working on my healthy initiative that I'm starting July the 1st. So, and I talked about it, and I hope those ones who want to get in it can go ahead and give me your information by tomorrow. I just want the person to email me at at gmail.com so that you could get in there with me. I'm almost full, so I'm taking a few more people, and I'm ready for it. I've been thinking about this. I've been dreaming about this. It's health and wellness. It's not a diet plan because I'm not your nutritionist or dietitian. But I came up with this idea because, for one, I need to get healthy. As I said, I'm 51. I need my numbers better. I need to have better blood pressure. I'm not a diabetic, but I can become one if I don't stop, if I don't get myself healthy. I need to exercise more. I need to do a lot of things to get myself back to the person health wise that I need to be because I have a 12-year-old and I need to keep going with her. She's growing, and I don't want to be that person sickly and as I'm getting older and I can't help her navigate through her life as a young woman. So that's my basis for the healthy initiative. And my idea came from like the Weight Watchers, how I used to be in Weight Watchers a lot. But I did not like counting points because I was like, I'm not about to count a point before I eat. That's just crazy to me. I did not like weighing myself in front of everybody. That's crazy to me because you know how you have those off weeks because the time of month, whatever, and you don't lose a pound. That makes you feel so embarrassed. And I just thought that was degrading. So I decided to come up with my own plan of not degrading people, but encouraging people to, really be your best self and do it the way you feel that you need to do it, but have the support and encouragement around you. So that's what my healthy initiative is about. And I'm so excited to get started. But also, let's see, what else can I say? Look, I don't talk y'all and talk y'all. I ain't show no nothing. I'm just talking. And I hope y'all are enjoying it. I hope I've said something that can inspire you. I do appreciate you all letting me get this out of my head because I would have been walking around all day with all this weight on my shoulders and feeling like I needed to get it out, but I didn't know how. So I appreciate you all who have come in to listen. And I really appreciate you all. Seriously, I really do. I, we see the same faces, and the same names all the time, and that makes you encouraged to come back because sometimes I don't know how people will accept my content. I'm not the messy blogger that talks about everybody's business. I was kind of trying to do it a little bit just because I enjoy it too, but it's just not me. So I said I got to stick with who I am. So I got to get back on my book review with Chelsea Chris. And if you don't know, that's the 2019 Miss USA winner who unfortunately unalived herself. And then I got more content on PTSD, and I got some more content coming, going into July. So I'm planning. I'm in the planning stages. I'm working on my channel to see what would be encouraging and beneficial to my audience. And I just say, please, ride the journey with me. I promise I'll give you my best. I'll be my authentic self. Today I done cried, girl. I ain't cried in a long time, but it does feel refreshing to do that. I feel thankful. I feel honored that you all are here. And I'm just hoping for all of you who are thinking about doing a channel or thinking about what you want to do, even if it's not YouTube, if it's something else great you want to do, try it. That's all I'm saying. That's what I want to leave with. Try to be your best you because the only person it hurts is you. When you don't do the things you've thought about in your head or that you long to do, when you don't do it and years pass by, only person gets hurt is you. So just try to fight through those feelings. And I encourage you to ask for help. If you don't think you can, or you want some advice, that's the other thing I appreciate about Queen Sheba. Hold on one second. Oh, excuse me. Look, I don't got the crying and but anyway, the one thing I feel good about Queen Sheba's lives on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, they really are empowering and really helping us to be our best self. So I'm encouraged by that. And so I want to encourage you too. And most of you are, I see you over on her chat. Try to do your best. Be your best you, whatever that is. If that's being a better mother, being a better friend, being a better sister, being a better partner in your marriage or relationship, being a better listener, being a better person to be of encouragement, be a better supporter, cheerlead for people. A lot of times that's all it takes is just somebody telling that person they can do it, it gives them the strength and the motivation to do whatever they want to do because they know somebody has their back. When you do that for somebody, it's so powerful. So do that. And I don't want to ramble forever. I think I done said a lot. If anybody want to come up, you can. I have time today. I'll put the link in the chat. Um, Anything that you liked about the content, anything you can identify with, I like to hear from you. But really, that's just what it was today. I just got inspired by the conversation we were having on Kicking It with Courtney. Please follow her. Please follow the network specialist. She's in the chat. Soul Star Music Lover, I don't know if you're still here. Do you have a channel? I don't know, because that name just gives me channel vibes. I don't know. But anyone else who's in the chat, they have a channel, please let us know and put your link in the chat. Thank you, Pat Dyer 63. I appreciate it. And come back. I hope I, can give more commentary that's good. Like I said, tonight I was planning on going live anyway about PTSD at work. I got a story, y'all, of how PTSD has affected me, and I didn't even realize it would in my job. So I got a story about that. Let's see what else. If you want to follow me, I am on Instagram. It's Love Seen Heard. I'm on Twitter, Love Seen Heard. I'm trying to really navigate those spaces. I don't always do a lot on those channels, but I'm trying to get into it. I got a TikTok. I put my little popcorn food review on there. So, I'm trying to figure out how to navigate that too. It's a lot doing content. Now I understand why people say they quit their full-time job to do content full-time, because it takes a lot to do content, to keep coming up with interesting ideas and concepts, as well as trying to hold people's attention. Because I have ADHD, and a lot of times my attention is short. So, I'm trying to navigate this space on how to do it. So, the growth that I'm having, I'm glad, I'm proud of it. I'm glad that the people are coming, that see fit. I feel appreciative of that. I'm not in a hurry. I just want to be authentic and give what I can give to this YouTube space. And really, you know, get some of this stuff out of my head. That's what I really want to do, and quit driving my husband crazy with it. Because I tell him all this stuff and he be saying, okay, okay, when you going to do it? And I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But now I have a space to do it at. So just look for that. Just the content I've been having in my head. I even have a movie in my brain that I've been writing on for some years that, um, I've been holding it close to my heart, but it's time to get that stuff out. So it's not too late. That's what I'm saying. I don't care how old you are. It's not too late. I seen where somebody graduated with their grandson. They graduated college with their grandson. I have a friend. She told me one day, you know what, I'm gonna go to school for social work, and I was just, her biggest cheerleader. Go, do it. She started with associates, then she got her bachelor's. Now my girl is a doctor. She got a PhD. I said, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? So we can do what we put our mind to. We just gotta put the effort in and be consistent. And I'm not just saying this to you all, I'm also talking to myself. To be consistent, entertain people who can see your vision and understand your drive. Get out the negativity. Now, sometimes, I'm just going to be honest, sometimes it's good to have some negativity because it can check you to see where you are in life. And I think that, like what I was talking about with Queen Sheba and what happened to her on her panel, that could kind of check you to see where you are, because then your response will tell you whether you've grown or not. So sometimes we do need that little controversy or adverse, I can't say the word, adversity in our lives, so that we can see where we are and navigate through space. Because a lot of times what you experience is the same things over and over and over again, but depending on your growth will depend on how you really can handle it and how you navigate the space. And sometimes you may surprise yourself how you may think that you will handle something, you may handle it totally different because of your growth. And so I really appreciate that. And we really, have to look at that more. So don't always count out all the bad stuff. Just know that it has its place. And the place is to help you see how strong and how much you have grown in your life course, not to give them any shine or play, because we're not trying to do that. We're not trying to put them on a pedestal. We're trying to be on a pedestal ourselves. And that's not in an arrogant way, because one thing I've learned, we as people, we need to start filling up our own cup before we start filling up other people's cup. Because when you fill up other people's cup and your cup is empty, sometimes it stays empty and you don't get that response back from others like you're giving. So we have to be careful of that as women, because we automatically do that anyway, especially if you're mothers. You gotta give up a lot for your children, but we need to learn our place in that and still fill up our own cup, self care. So, since no one hit the link and wanted to come up, I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to keep you going. It's almost an hour. I've enjoyed. Thank you for letting me get this out. I got to figure out if I even want to publish this or not. I probably will, just because I just need to maybe edit some stuff. I don't know. But I just want to say thank you. And I hope that no matter what, today, I hope this has helped you to think about some things you want to do that's special to you and that's important for you, and do it. And I would love to hear some of that. If you don't mind leaving it in my comments on this video for those in the replay game, because I think I'm gonna go ahead and publish it. I'm gonna put it out there, my authentic self, and just see what it does. And if you feel, if it's a feeling that you get from it, maybe talk about it on your own live, or leave it in the comments and let me know. If you want to DM me because it's something really personal, and I don't mind, you can also Gmail me at loveseeingheard@gmail.com. I don't mind. I am, I know to keep people things confidential because I work in the medical field. Everything is confidential. So I've learned that really well. So if you like to share, that's fine. I hope you come back. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please hit the like button, and please look for more content. I appreciate you. And if you didn't feel loved before today, I hope you feel loved now. If you haven't been seen and you've been in my comments, I see you. Even if you're not in my comments, maybe something I said struck you to let you know that I see you. And if you need to be heard, I'm here for you. I'll listen to you. Just hit me in my DMs or hit me in the comments, and let's have this conversation more, because to me, the conversation is wealth. It helps you to grow. So, on that note, share some of these with other people that you may feel that they can benefit from it, or share the channel, share my content. And I hope to see you back tonight. I am going to go live again tonight because that was my plan. I was actually going to work on my thumbnail and everything, so I need to go ahead and do that when I get off this live. And I look forward to seeing you all. Have a great, wonderful day. I am going to take some time today because I'm off work and I don't have to think about billing people. Oh my goodness. I can think about the stuff I like to think about. So I'm going to do that today. Have a wonderful day. The sun is out and shining. Get a walk in, drink your water. And like I said, I'm reminding you, but I'm reminding myself too. Drink your water, have great thoughts, be inspired, and whatever you do, Make sure that everyone around you, including yourself, feels loved, seen, and heard. Have a great day, everybody. And I'm out.